Okay, so tell me how much is that?
Yeah, 7.5 feet.
Okay, 7.5 feet.
Sorry, 6.5.
6.5 feet from the fence to the sidewalk. Okay. Then we're gonna do 7.5 feet from there.
6.5.
6.5 feet. That's right. Sorry.
So
6.5 feet. Yep.
to there.
And then we can keep this one. I'm gonna go all the way over. Here you go.
And that's, there's overgrown, so let's go to there.
Okay. Then 6.5 feet over here. Okay, now for this one, I want it to go have like a little corner area right here for some plants. So the other picket support will kind of go like right there. But then I'm not sure what to do with I only want a foot on this side for the retaining wall.
Yeah, so we leave it kind of like this, the original.
Yep.
Until we get over here to the sidewalk, and then we can just kind of
Make it go down a little bit.
You can even roll it. I mean, there's different ways you could do the retaining wall so that this is open and then it rolls up and goes that way.
Right, because I don't want any animals like dogs to go in the back. I don't want an open space. So it has to go from picket fence to the hog wire. So the hog should start right about here. The hog post.
Oh, okay.
So then the hog will go this way.
So then the retaining wall will... So this will be the picket.
I guess it'll be all the way to here.
This will be open, and then this will be retaining wall and retaining wall.
Yeah.
They're not going to have to hold a lot.
Yeah. For 65, $5. $3.23, $4.75, $3.50, $3.85, and then $4 and $4.50 and $3.25. Then we have these ones, which I don't really know how those work. This is 6 something, and then here's the corner.
This is if they're going on top.
Now, this sod remover is undescribably helpful. And one thing I did learn about it is that once you remove the top grass, you can run it again to remove more soil underneath it, which makes it really easy to shovel out all of the dirt. So if you don't have a rental place around your area, go find one if you need to remove the sod. Now, some people are asking, what did you do with all the sod? If you post it on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, people will come to pick up this sod. It's incredibly heavy. We had some people who came and picked it up because they had a over the ground pool and they were renters, so they had to replace the dead grass with alive grass. We had one person who came because they had dogs that had ripped up all the grass. This grass is in the Pacific Northwest. A lot of it's moss. I love moss, but some people don't. Now you can see here is what it looks like with it all torn up. And so when my lovely husband was digging the trench for the support wall, I was rolling up this sod and putting it on the side of the walkway. And oh my goodness, it's just incredibly heavy. We ended up using most of it by putting it underneath the raised beds. So we put the sod, then cardboard, and then good soil. So that's how we got rid of most of it. You do have to clean it up really nicely before you return it, or you will get a fine or a fee for that. Where we rented ours, if you get it on Saturday, they are closed on Sunday, which means that you can have it for an extra day. Or if you can return it within 4 hours, it's about half the price. So that's what we did. There was some that was really hard to get out, so we did have to end up digging up some with our hands. Not hands, but shovel in hands, not with the machine. And you can see how easily it rolls. Now this is where we're going to have the blueberries. The retaining wall goes right here, and you can see how easily this is coming up, and that's because we went over this twice. It digs down about 2 inches each time you go over it, so it's really unbelievably helpful. So we're digging up all the soil and putting it here so that the blueberries have a raised area. This is a lot of clay, but clay is very helpful for retaining water. Now, when we were doing this, it did rain a lot. Here are the North Star people, and they are delivering our retaining wall as well as our pavers for the little walkway. We loved this getup. The way they had the forklift at the back of the truck was really cool. Now, I believe it was $150 fee for them to deliver these items. The pallets were $35 each if you did not return them. We got the least expensive walkway because we didn't care. And look how cool this is. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I tell you, what a cool job this guy has. It's about, I'd say, a 20-minute drive out to where the place was with all the rocks. So, excuse me. It would have been really annoying to have to get it ourselves. Now this is a lot of the sod, and this is the pea gravel that we got. The pea gravel was about $50 for that big truckload, and we put it underneath the bricks so that the water would drain well. And my husband did a very good job of leveling this. At the very top, I did not want it to be covered because I wanted to put flowers on top. I think that's adorable. We went to the store and got some rebar. We put rebar in between every single hole of the bricks right through here. And I was shocked how easy it was. My husband was doing it, I guess, in the correct way where you kind of have the big mallet over your shoulder. Well, because I'm not that strong, I just held it up and down, and it was so easy. So we did put the rebar in here, and then we put some of the clay soil to help keep the water in because concrete does absorb the water, so I didn't want the little flowers to die too easily. And then we put some nice dirt in here. And then I went to Costco and bought a whole bunch of little plants. And I also dug up some plants around the yard to put in here. And I just think it's so very charming. And you'll see in a bit that we do go get some mulch, magic mulch, and that makes everything look a lot nicer. Now this is the auger that we also rented from Hardware Sales, and one person can do it by her or himself, and my husband wanted to do this, so of course I just videotaped this. I do believe I could have done it as well. I probably weigh more than him, so my pressure could have done that. But this made making fence posts holes so easy. It was crazy. And I also asked my lovely husband if he would make some holes for where I wanted to put some trees. So it'd be a lot easier to dig out the area. Now you can see all of the posts are here, and then we put the concrete in. That's the stuff at the very bottom, and then we put in the hog fence. That's what it's called around here. Now these bricks are from the old chimney that I took down. There will be a video of me removing the chimney in the kitchen. So step by step, we are finishing this. And this hog fence is very easy to put on. Before I knew the prices, I wanted the stainless steel. The stainless steel was $450 per panel. So I got the coated ones that look like silver or something, and they were about $100 and maybe $20 per panel like this. And you can buy nails that are made to put this up, or you can just use a screw and a washer. It does a really good job as well. The reason why we didn't want a picket fence here is because we wanted the sunshine to come through so all of the vegetables could get as much sunshine as possible. Okay, now I did make a video about these raised beds. Here is what I did. I put them together inside. It's called Oli, and you can choose the color that you want for your raised beds. The outside of my house is this color blue as well as white. So we chose this. We then put the walkway that my husband tore up in between the raised beds so that way when it rains, it won't get so muddy. Here you can see the cute little flowers. And hopefully the local deer don't like them too much. I cannot have too many flowers. My goal is to have 1,000 tulips. Now this is my husband raking the area where we're going to put the walkway. And he said that the soil there was really nice. So we tried to get as much of it that we could out and put it here where the blueberries are going to go. Now the walkway is at an angle, and we used a tile cutter that I used years ago for my upstairs apartment. Now, if you came to my house, you would see that it's not perfect, but nobody's perfect. Strawberries go in here, and now we're putting up the fence. Now this area here is new because I used the old fences. You can see the white ones here. That is from old parts of the fence. We bought this brand of solar lights for the top of the posts, and they work really well. I'm very pleased. They're very easy to put on. You just screw them on like this. And we got them off of Amazon. Now here is what it looks like at nighttime. Nice little glow. Yeah, they're really nice. Now my husband is putting up a support for our pear trees, and we want them espaliered, so that way it's easier to pick them. And also it'll be a nice kind of barrier when the leaves come out for privacy. So here are the little blueberries. And we think that in about 2 years we'll get berries because they were brand new. We put a deer sheet thing over them, so hopefully the deer don't come and eat them. And my husband put this all together. He did some research online about how to attach these wires, and we bought all of the equipment that we needed at hardware sales. Here you can see the pear trees. And my brother is explaining how much he is selling these for.
These are all 20 feet long. You got these two tan ones, that one there and that one there, and those are 15. Then you got a bunch of these ones here that are just over 7 feet. So that's what we got. And we'll throw in those little fasteners if you want them for free. All right, that's what I know.
So we gave him $350 for all of this stuff. He bought a new house, and the guy who used to own it was a contractor. So all of this was there. These are really nice little ways to attach the Trex flooring. And we got this because it's really rainy where we live. And if you walk too much on the grass, it can get muddy. So if we wanted to sit outside underneath an umbrella or something, then we wanted to have a raised deck. So you just put the little black metal part between the Trex and the support wood, and we did drill a hole so it was easier to screw. And yeah, it's really easy. And we use Trex as the support. And so I thought, that's a great idea. We have it already, and that way it won't rot. Those were the screws that my brother gave us as part of the deal. Now, the very last one you put in, you have to kind of smash the metal supports back, so because the one we have didn't have an area that would connect. It was solid Trex. So that's why we're doing this right here. And it leaves about 1/4 of an inch of a gap in between. We then got a nice little outdoor-indoor rug right here. Makes it look prettier. And we got some furniture from the Habitat for Humanity, which I will fix up. And here's a nice little view of the area. Our new walkway. I made this little bench here. We're going to put some ferns in it. We're also going to get some bamboo from my friend who is getting rid of her bamboo. So that's part of the plan. I'll do an update on the garden. We have some artichokes because I love artichokes, strawberries, pretty flowers underneath the tree. We will paint the new fence that's white and natural color right now in July. The hog posts will stay the regular color. We did add some rocks to this area, which you'll see, I believe, a little bit later. And we have also planted some bulbs around here that should be a beautiful red color. So looking forward to that. I would say this took about 1 week, 2 weeks to do. 2 weeks. And we have some clematis on the side of the area where the pear trees are, so we can have some pretty flowers climbing up. And we have tulips. Now here's the front of the house that we kind of call the other side. The front yard of this house is very small, as you can see, but we have 2 large side yards. This was put in around 2008. I like rocks in the garden. I put this fence up almost by myself. And it's not perfect, but who cares? The gate will be painted around July. As I am filming this, it is April of 2023. We did prune back some of our lavender because it was pretty old and dying. And this whole area is filled with black-eyed Susans when the summer comes. It's quite beautiful. Now, this is also a strawberry patch here where the little narcissus are growing. And the kids who walk to school like to eat those. That's why we have 2 strawberry patches. One that's for anybody to use and one behind the fence. Got some new little plants at the local garden shop. Some nice rocks from my husband's mom's property. And we are very pleased with how this all turned out. If you haven't subscribed yet, please help me out and do so. I hope you have a lovely summer. And stay tuned for more projects. And here's the nice walkway all finished. And I put some ferns in the little bench that I made right there.
We planted some more vegetables.